Hi there Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk Bounty video. And in this video we're going to be taking a look at this awesome Droids 4-pack from the Droid Factory. I believe this is exclusive to the Disney parks at the moment, but hopefully it will be available on the Shop Disney website so everybody has a chance of getting it. I want to say a big thank you to Corey. He is one of the admins on the TVC Facebook group, and he played middleman on this one for me and helped me get it basically. So thank you so much for that, Corey. And let's take a look at the packaging first of all. Now, of course, this isn't Hasbro. This is the Disney Parks exclusive Droid Factory. And there you can see that we have 4 droids from the Mandalorian. And all 4 look amazing. Cannot wait to get this open and take a look at them. But let's have a look at the packaging. Here's the back. So we have R6D3, MA13 or MA13, R1 and N0AH. And it says on the back there, all different types of droids populate the Star Wars galaxy. Each is different and has their own unique personality and colours. These 4 are featured in Star Wars The Mandalorian. This is the way for you and your droids. It retails at $44.99. You can see the 2 Disney logos on the back there. You've got the Disney logo and the Disney Plus logo. Of course, because the Mandalorian features on Disney Plus. We've got the Mandalorian sticker there in the window. Star Wars The Droid Factory. And then Star Wars on the bottom. But yeah, they do a few of these 4 packs in the parks. I've got one before. I think it's from the Rise of Skywalker. But this one is the one you want. This has got 4 awesome droids. And we're going to open it up right now and check them out. Alright then, so here they are lined up out of the packaging. And we're going to start off from left to right. So we're going to start off with R6D3. Now, I believe that this is the astromech droid that features in episode 3 of The Mandalorian of the first season, I want to say. This is the episode on Navarro where he busts the child out and he tries to escape, and basically he's under attack from loads of people in the town, and then all the other Mandalorians come down and rescue him. And I think this is the droid that's pulling along that cart that he jumps in the back of. So that's pretty cool. It's a white astromech droid with some sort of gold markings and everything. Really, really nice. And as always, you can remove all the parts because essentially they're the builder droids from the Disney parks. There you go. There's the center leg there. The head will pop off. There you go. There's the classic insides. But he looks great. Really nice droid, that one. Great colorings and everything. So that's a good one. Next up we have MA13, which is definitely the droid that I was looking forward to the most from this pack. This is the one that we know better as the Ferry Droid from the final episode of Season 1 of The Mandalorian. Let me just grab him here. Now, this figure is awesome, and I really wish Hasbro would make one of these as well and put him on a card because he would look great. But as you can see, there he is, the Ferry Droid. And this guy is absolutely packed with articulation. We'll just get rid of his ore type thing for now, which is just really a sort of solid piece of plastic, but it's pretty good. No weathering on it or anything like that, but it is what it is. But this droid is fantastic, and there's a couple of reasons why, and I'm going to go through those in a second. But just look at the Ferry Droid very quickly before we do that. And he has the orange markings, just like in the show. And all of these pieces are articulated. So his top arms there are articulated at the shoulder. They swivel at the elbow. They have a hinge at the elbow. They swivel at the lower elbow. And they do have a hinge on the wrist as well, which is unbelievable, really. Then we have the second arm, which is articulated at the shoulder, and it's articulated at the elbow. We have a bend at the elbow there. We have a swivel at the lower elbow. And then also we do have a hinge on these smaller hands as well, which is quite unbelievable, really. He has a swivel at the top of the leg. He has a hinge at the knee, which is very stiff, so you want to be very careful with that. But he also does swivel there as well. And he also has a hinge at the foot, which is awesome. So he is like really packed with articulation for a droid from the Droid Factory is pretty awesome, I've got to say. The other great thing about this is if you wanted to create different ferry droids, all of these parts are removable. So you can take this piece off here. You can take this piece off here. You can take the bottom off as well. And then you're left with the droid. The head comes off. This is a separate piece here. Takes a while, but it does come off. So there you go. So there's all your pieces. And then essentially you could get this droid if you wanted to. Take the legs off. And because they're all the same pieces, we could make a ferry droid out of this guy. So if I just quickly show you with the arms, there you go. We could get this piece here and put it into the bottom of this droid here. So you get the idea. You can basically build a ferry droid out of any of the droids from the Disney parks. Unfortunately, if you have some of the Legacy Collection droids, it doesn't fit. So that does not fit on there. But if you do have lots of the other droids from the Disney parks, then it is going to fit. So let's quickly just put this ferry droid back together. And there we go, he's all back together. Now moving on to the R1 droid. Now this is very similar to the droid that you got in the Saga collection or Saga series. The same packaging as the Attack of the Clones line. There was a droid very much like this, but it was the one specifically from the droid sale. Now this one, of course, is from the prison episode from series 1 of The Mandalorian. There was 2 or 3 of these floating about on that prison ship, and I remember seeing the episode at the time thinking, wouldn't it be awesome if we had a figure of that droid? And here we are. They're on a little stand here to show that they're like floating in the air, and the detail on this guy's really, really good. I'm loving it. You have the Rebel insignia on the side and lots of nice sculpting all around the droid. The head does swivel, and he swivels on his base, and he also does swivel at the bottom of the droid there as well. Doesn't really do anything else but sort of stand there looking pretty cool. So that's a good droid to have in the pack. Very, very happy with that one. And then finally we have N0AH, which apparently is the droid that was offered to Cobb Vanth for the crystals. And he said no, and in the end he wanted the armour. So originally this droid was offered by the Jawas to Cobb Vanth for those crystals, but he opted for the armour instead. So I had to look that up because I wasn't sure who this droid was, but here he is. He's looking pretty cool as well. Interesting eye on this one. Very, very different to your usual sort of astromech droids there. That's a little bit different, but he's got nice colourings. He's got like a spearmint green head with turquoise flashes and orange on him as well. So very, very cool indeed. But I think this pack really is for these two. These are the two you want from this pack. It's always nice to get other astromech droids, of course, but if you're into the Mandalorian, then really you want that prison ship droid and the ferry droid. The ferry droid being the number one because we've got other figures that interact with that one. We don't really have any of the sort of prison characters other than the main characters, so he is a bit on his own, but still, it's still cool to have. So there you go then, guys. That is the Droid Factory 4-pack of Mandalorian droids. Awesome set. So if you can manage to get hold of one, I really do recommend it. I'm very, very happy with these indeed, especially him. He's going to go so cool with the other Mandalorian figures. He is a bit top heavy, so you do have to balance him to stand him up, but it's still pretty cool. It's really good. So there you go then, guys. Let me know if you've enjoyed the video. Are you going to pick this set up if you can? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters and channel members. Your support means a great deal to me, of course, as always. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. We are not far off from 20,000 subscribers. Only about 500 more, which is crazy. I never ever thought my channel would ever get to 20,000 subscribers. And here we are on the brink of it. There'll be some giveaways and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and we shall see you on the next one.